did you have a successful trip? Did you get back, or did you ever get to get?
Hey guys.
Oh, Tony, okay. Tony, we just so, why don't you make your
Yeah, that's fine. No worries. Just having trouble getting on there this morning, but I hope everyone had a great, happy Thanksgiving. It was a great time for me as well, and my family. We were able to hang out with some family and friends, so it was a great time. Nice couple of days to be off, and so looking forward to getting back into the routine and getting back on here, making some good money in the stock market and stuff like that. So pretty excited, but I hope everyone had a great holiday. And for those that ventured out into Black Friday, I hope you didn't get hurt too much physically. but yeah, it was good stuff, and today should be pretty good.
Okay, you want me to take it over?
Yeah, go ahead, Joe.
I'm getting an echo there. For some reason.
Yeah, so am I a little bit.
Okay. Welcome everybody. We'll be back from Thanksgiving. Hope everybody had a nice Thanksgiving. Like Tony said, have several things here that are important. Number one, I received from Brian, who's one of our clients, a link to Wiley Publishing, which published our book, and on the charting. And I'm going to have Sue Ann send out, when it's convenient for her to do it, a link, because it goes directly to Wiley, and then you can buy an ebook. It's $28.99, which is a lot less than the regular book. So it's an ebook format out of Wiley, the publisher, for $28.99, and I will have Sue Ann send you that link, or you can just go to Wiley and Wiley Trading and Joseph Hooper, and you should be able to get to it also. The other thing is, hold on a second, let me get it. Oh, it's Michael Mullen. I don't know if he's listening, but he sent an email. I've got a couple of good questions for the guys here a little bit later when they're ready for them. And there was one other. The returns last Wednesday actually was the end of our 30th week. And we've had 3,874.83% returns. That's 129.16% a week. Last week we had, which is a short week, obviously Monday through Wednesday, we had 23.37% just normal returns. And of course, it's a slow week right before Thanksgiving. But then we had the huge sort of unauthorized return of 49.48%. So we actually 72.85% return for the week. And the market opened up, and now only the Dow is up 28.23, just went 25. S&P's down 0.39. NASDAQ's down 8.51. I'm glad to see, Micah, I'm worried about you because of all that snow and all that stuff. I didn't know if you actually got away. I'm glad to see that you're back, and Tony too. So you take it up.
Good
yeah,
stuff.
There was some confusion on my end for sure with the weather, and the east side of Washington got dumped on right when we were getting ready to leave. So we ended up just flying my girlfriend down home, and I stayed back. But we stayed safe that way. That worked out.
Good stuff. Are you still there?
Yeah, I hear. I hear everybody.
I gotcha. Good stuff. Good stuff.
No, maybe me. I can sign off and sign back in.
All right, sounds good.
I'll try it after you do, Joe. It might be me as well.
What'd you say?
I'll try that after you.
Good stuff. So we're paying attention here.
I'm back.
let's see, to the 204 strike put. Looking at looking at this little position here. Maybe came a little late to this. I'm having some issues right now trying to get my charts up clearly, so it's not on the chart side, it's on my internet side right now, but so a little late to the game. But if anyone was able to make that trade around let's see, 9:34, that would have been a pretty good move there. Bouncing right off the M1 line, heading back downward. Now, the only thing that I'm worried about, why I haven't pushed any move yet, is because E1 is super low, and it's looking like it might overlap and head upward. So
Tony.
yeah.
I mentioned this to Mike right before we went live here, and but you weren't able to get on yet. We did get Tim. I got Tim's email with the bracket procedures, and
Okay.
After we finish today with this session, I will send that to you and Micah. Y'all check them out, make sure everything's okay, and then the three of us will get together and decide, how we want to get back to our clients here. So.
Okay. Awesome. Thanks, Tim, for taking the time over the holidays to take that video. Appreciate it, man. Tim said he got +5 on the Q put, so good stuff. He saw. I guess some of you guys saw the move there. On the 204, and was able to enter there. So good job there, Tim. Still keeping an eye on the put.
In an interesting spot on Apple right now. We came up on.
All right, guys, we went ahead and entered. Got filled at $1.09. Very interesting fill there. Got filled at $1.09 up to $1.11. Let's set this at a close for $1.12. And let's go that to $1.13 and get out. And there we go. Filled at $1.14. It's moving up faster than I can.
$1.14.
But very weird fill there. 2-cent advantage fill. I'm not exactly sure what was happening there, but nonetheless, still a good trade.
4.59%.
Good stuff. It's getting pretty solid movement today. So that's really good.
Yeah, that was a great trade.
Yeah, thanks. Anyway, what were you saying, Micah?
Just so we're in an interesting spot on Apple. We've come up to this 268 level back on the 19th, and then now we're back up to it on the end of the end of Wednesday. We topped out at 268, and then on Friday it hit it 4 times, almost 268 exactly. And then this morning we bumped up a little bit, and that was the top of that last peak was actually
All right, guys.
high.
Hey guys, sorry about that. I was muted there. I went ahead and entered again on the same move. Filled at $1.21, up to $1.29 now, $1.30. Let's set us out a close for $1.31. Well, let's just ride this ride for a second. We're up to $1.36, $1.37, 38, 39. Oh man, 42 now. Let's go at get out at 40. Filled there at, bring that down a little bit. Bring it down at 38. Filled at $1.38 and at $1.21.
17 cents. Fantastic.
Wow, that was a huge move.
14%. 14.
worked.
Tried to get out of that at $1.42 ish, but it wouldn't let me because it was just moving too fast. So dropped it down 4 cents. Got out safely at $1.38. But yeah, huge push down here on Q. Great way to start the day, or the week, honestly. Tim says, "Good morning, guys. Let's make a great day." So far, we've made it pretty great. That's pretty awesome. So hopefully you guys caught on to that trade. I was a little skeptical because of E1 being so low and kind of overlapping, but still, red was still below blue, and it actually had a little bit of a gap there downward. So, very interesting stuff there. But Martha said, "Hope you guys had a good rest." Thanks, Martha. Melissa, good morning. I did the Space Coast Marathon yesterday and walked the beach in Cocoa Beach this morning before trading. Grateful for this service and the opportunity to work anywhere I choose. Well, thanks a lot for saying that, Melissa. Appreciate all those kind words, and hope your knees and ankles are doing fine after that marathon. That's awesome. That you're doing.
Tony,
What's
who said
that?
that?
Melissa.
Oh, Melissa. Okay. Great, Melissa.
Yeah, good work, Melissa. I understand the running. I have to run a lot for the military, so that's hard work. So good stuff. Quincy, is it possible to listen in via phone? If so, what is the telephone number? I often get bad reception via computer and was looking for more clarity. Micah, you want to answer that? I've never used the phone thing.
Yeah,
I
was having trouble. I was having trouble this morning, so I'm on the phone now. But I don't know what the client side of this platform looks like, but I have a small window that holds all of my options, my video and audio options. I can bring up the questions from here, this control panel, so to speak. So for me, it's in that control panel, there's a tab called audio, and I can switch from computer audio to phone call, and it'll give me the number because it's different for it's different for every webinar that we create, so that we don't, the wires don't get crossed. So if there's a little control panel for the client side, that's where it'll be under the audio panel.
Sue Ann may have an answer to that also. If she does, she'll text it to me and I'll get it back to Gusson.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, I used to do the phone. Here we go. Sue just texted me and said,
oh, here it is, Micah. She texted back to me and said the client phone number is in their confirmation email.
Perfect.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Yeah, so finish up on that Apple explanation. The new all-time high was 4 minutes into the market today, 5, and it got up to 268.25. That little pop right here was in fact the all-time high. Got up to 25. So.
Mike, let me interrupt you one more time. She also said there's also an iPhone app for GoToMeeting that works well. So
yeah, honestly, I would probably use that instead of the phone call. It just brings up the video on your phone screen. It's pretty small, but more importantly, the audio quality is much better. So even if I, like back in the day, even when I just wanted to listen to it and I wasn't going to watch it, I would still bring it up on the video so that I would have, representation. I'm going to keep an eye out on this put for Apple, 262.5.
still there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
sorry. Just trying to analyze this put. We got E1 is the one in an odd position. It has just crossed upwards, but it's still mid-range, but it's slanting down. So E1 is a very mixed signal right now. And then E2 and 3 are obviously in a pretty good spot for a put. Combine that with the downward pressure on triple Q and the fact that we are at an all-time high, I think a put is likely. The only struggle is there's a lot of call bias right now. You see the 270 has 5,000 option volume today already. 267 has 3,200, 27, 4,000, 1,500 are all of the volumes. Over on the put side, the highest we see is only 2,000, which is a lot less than half of the highest call. And then it goes down from there. We have a 1,900, 1,700. So even if we move down, it's going to take a second for the put side to actually represent and show the stock movement, which we've been seeing consistently. It's one of the reasons our Apple trade frequency has gone down so much, because we have so much more volume on the call side still. So we'll see how that balance ends up playing out. But it is prepped for now. The 262.5. The biggest concern is it losing value when the stock price decreases. It's going the correct direction, but still has trouble.
Good stuff. Hope we answered that question for you there, Quincy, on the phone situation. Guys, we were paying attention to this call here. We got E2 is about to overlap and work upward, but I don't know. It's a lot of downward pressure this morning, so we'll see. We'll see if we got any room out of it. It was the lowest it got was $1.42, and now it bounced back up to $1.27 on the 204 put side. Now it's $1.32, but kind of just chilling there. I was actually cancel the call and head over to the put. 203.5 put we're looking at here. We got a little bit of space, more space than we had last time on E1, but still really low. So we're only looking to get a short trade here. Let's go ahead and we entered there, guys. We filled at $1.14. It's sitting now at $1.14. Excuse me, $1.13. Sorry about that. $1.13, and we're going to set a sort of close for only 3 cents. $1.16. Let's see if we can get $1.15. There we go. And there we go. $1.16. Filled at $1.16, so 3 cents on that move there. Briefly touched $1.16.
Did you get into it for $1.13 or $1.14?
Yeah, 13. I thought it was 14, but it was 13. So it's pushing down a little nicely. It's back to $1.16, $1.17 now. So
2.65%. That's good.
yeah, good stuff. It's good Monday, guys. Good Monday start though. Getting some really good setups, and we're being pretty aggressive today, just because of the market's been so slow. But so yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, it's pretty solid down right now too. Dow's down 21.47, and S&P down 7.47, and Nasdaq down 43.27. So
Nice,
yeah.
good stuff. The 203.5 guys is all the way up to $1.22, or it was there for a second. So if you were able to hop on that trade, good for you. Ed said he got 3 cents on the Apple call. Let's see, Phil. Oh,
So to jump in and draw some attention to that drop, if you were watching that strike price, we're on looking at around the 98-cent mark. That's the effect that I'm talking about. We came down. Let's see, we pushed 20 cents past 267, and we only made about 1 cent on the actual strike. Here we go again, and the bid's still at 98. So just keep an eye on that Apple put to see that effect that we're talking about. It's a great learning opportunity for understanding how the option volume differs from the stock volume. So, sorry, go ahead, Tony.
It's all good. Good pickup there. Phil says picked up 5 cents on the Q put along with Tim. Nice, Phil. It's great. This is from earlier when I said we missed out on our little window there to enter a put trade. But Tim got +3 and +12 on the Q put. Says, wow, good stuff, Tim. Martha got 6 cents on the Q put there. So good stuff, Martha. I know you were probably tempted to stay in longer there, but great way to get out there and pretty quick. It's a great habit there. So good stuff on that, Martha. Peck, PMI announced at 10. Good stuff. Got a couple more minutes. You can bring up the webinar on the phone with the GoToWebinar app. We already mentioned that. Let's see. Tim says, great analysis, Micah. They got +3 on the Q put. Deshaun, 4 cents on the Q put. And Ed got 2 cents on the Q put. So that's fantastic, guys. That's great stuff. And I want to. What's that?
They're really killing it, all of them. Just like,
oh yeah, it's been really
questions. It's a bunch of returns. That's amazing.
Yeah, it got a lot of great movement here going on today for Q, and that's fantastic. But guys, I want to mention something real quick. It's very interesting. I was looking at some of our competitors. Actually, I was just curious and see what was out there. And so I was looking at some of the competitors. I'm not going to mention their names on here, but guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm not, and these people have like thousands and thousands of subscribers. Okay, and so they they're pretty well known. If I mentioned their name, you would know. But I've been following along, and I was doing some research over Thanksgiving break, and trying to get into what kind of return are these other companies bringing in, like some of their instructors. And so I was kind of looking into it there, and very interested to find out, guys. They're making. I did this on 2 of the biggest, well, actually 3 of the biggest names for what we do, and they are very happy with like $500 and $1,000 a day, but they hold stocks and option for days. I thought that was very interesting because I was looking to see, like, is there any sort of service that provides a trading strategy that is in minutes rather than just in 2 days. If they make a trade within the same day, that's like lightning speed to a lot of day traders, a lot of successful day traders, actually. And also, and also, but usually most of the trades last 3 or 4 days. And this is research done across 3 different companies and like 5 different people that teach, like Micah and I and Joe do, and they're holding stuff for days, and they're making trades in and out, like they're making 8, 9, 10 different trades during the day. And I added up some of the results. They have a 30 one of the instructors gets only a 39 to 45% win rate on some of his trades, at least the ones that I was able to find. And so it's very, very interesting. And the reason why he's able to be successful is because he recognizes the patterns of the big moves, which that's easy. But what we try to do here is we're trying to help you guys create wealth for yourselves when it's not as evident to see big moves. So that's why we always teach, like, try to learn and get to learn the strategy on your own instead of, relying on Micah and I to enter trades. That's part of the service, and you get that, of course, but it's very important because, guys, what's out there, I'm not saying this braggadociously, but I'm just saying there's no other service out there that I know of that teaches trading in this short of time frame and gets the results that we're able to get, because we've pinpointed moves where we can enter trade and pick up 2-3 cents on 100, 150 contracts and make $400 or $500 on just one trade.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
What would you think? You said they're making $400 or $500. What do you think their returns are? Not in addition to that, the reason they got such a low success rate, 30-some odd %, is because they are staying in those things long.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why. And such a hard thing to break. But it's just like the one that we did with the big 49%, which was sort of a mistake. That could have gone. That could have gone the other way. You could have wiped out 49% of your assets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I appreciate it. Yeah. What kind of return do you think they're getting? Percent-wise?
Yeah. Great question. So I was looking up there, and what they like to throw out are these large return numbers. Like Monday got 30% return on a trade, but what they don't show is they make more losing trades that only give them a net of like 5% for the day, or even sometimes like 10% for the week. But they get these large trades like, oh, we got a 70% return, but then it's like that's only 4 out of 10. The other 6 trades were all losers, and they barely were able to scrape above, 40% a week maybe. And it's a lot more risky. They're holding it and buying it. And if you're one of their like clients, I find it very hard to track them if you're not willing to go into every single trade that they go in, because you have to go into every single trade because you don't know which ones are the ones that's going to win. So you have to enter every single trade and follow every single trade to get the results they get. And sometimes it's not even possible because we're not entering every single trade. Maybe we don't understand the strategy of what they're trying to teach, et cetera, et cetera. So it's very interesting. They get these huge wins like 40, 50, 70, 100% returns, but then they get like 4 and 5, 20, 30, and 15.
On here.
Oh.
Hi, sorry, I didn't realize I filled, but I did on that put we were watching at 10. I'll get that for you in a moment. Anyway, on the 262.5, so let's really get into that, push them down. Going to set a sell to close on this for, just take profits here at 111, 112 now, 113, 15. All right, let's take it for 115. And partial fill
Yeah, guys, we went ahead and entered on that 2025. We filled at $1.08, up to $1.14 now. We set us up a close for $1. I thought $1.18 now. $1.19. Let's just get out at $1.17 and out at $1.17. So piggybacked off of Micah's move there on Apple, and was able to hop in around the $1.08 mark. So really great, great move again.
Yeah, it finally opened up, and the option price actually started moving. So we were really quick to jump on that. That effect that I was telling you about stayed and would not create any sort of option movement, but it finally did. Joe, we finally opened that up at 105, and then we set our sell close at 115 finally and filled that. So that was 10 cents on 105.
Fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yeah. Well, we filled some of it at just do 105 to 115. We got some of it filled better on our sell, but
yeah, that was not 9.52%. That's great.
Awesome. 130 now, so finally got a decent move out of this.
Okay, you guys are up to 39.1. That last one on TQQ was 8.33, I believe.
Yeah, $1.08 to $1.17, so 9 cents.
The Apple's already at 140. We were out at 115, and it's at 143 now on the bid. 144, 145, 6, 7.
Same here on Q. 202. The 2025 that we entered is all the way up to $1.30. We got a $1.17, $1.32 now, so it's strong moves. So you guys should be able to, pick up on some of this move really nicely. We've got some really 2 big moves this morning already. That's fantastic. I have not seen a Monday like this in a long time.
Yeah, this is crazy. I mean, I bet it's like Black Friday reports and stuff are coming out, but I don't know.
Yep, the market's still down. It's still down 99 point. It's down 103.52 on the Dow now, 17.87 on the S&P, and 83.1 what's down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're up to 5.1 million shares traded on Q, so really great volume for 30 minutes into the market. That's fantastic. That's kind of numbers we want to see like every day if we could. That would be awesome. That's ideal. But yeah, really cool. 5.2 now, man. It's just accelerating. It's just getting after it this morning. But hope you guys made some of those trades either on Apple or Q and picked up some really good moves. Ed got out way too soon, plus 1 cent on Apple. All good. Phil, 8 cents.
I know exactly where you got out, Ed, too, because it was looking a little bit, just before that, it was looking a little bit hesitant. I almost got into it there. And had I gotten in there where I'm thinking you did, I would have gotten out for a 1 cent gain or loss too. It was a little rocky there for a second. So
yep.
It was a good trade, Ed. You played it correctly.
Phil picked up 8 cents on the Q put. Martha, Apple, got 17 cents on Apple. Good stuff. Vance, guys, how did you get comfortable with a successful 9 o'clock put trades with you so low on the scale? Thanks. Yeah, great question, Vance. What you're referring to is there we go. What you're referring to are the charts here on the 9:58 to 9 or to 10 o'clock Eastern time, like whatever time frame that is for you guys. Then that's what we're talking about. We've got another strong push here, so
yeah, I prepped 260. We moved down 1 strike. We might getting on continuation on this put, so keep an eye out on that.
Hey guys, we went ahead and entered there at $1.26 on the 202, $1.29 now. Set us at a close for a dollar. Let's see, $1.30. It's not going to work. Let's bring it back down here. We'll get out here at $1.24, so 2-cent loss on that. Reversed really quick on us, but tried to take another shot, just like on the other ones. Didn't work out.
1.56. That's not bad.
Yep. So anyway, interesting. A quick reversal there, but yeah. So Vance, what just happened on the trade that I was just in was what we're weary of. You know, that's probably your concern as well. Get into a trade, then boom, really low in the case, and then it just reverses. So, you know what, you know, it comes down to just pretty much pulling the trigger. And what helps with the confidence behind this is developing and using those bracket orders. Now, if you use a bracket order, you may have not had it as successful of move on these like 12 and 13 and 17-cent moves. You would have got 4 or 5 cents. But setting that bracket order so you're protected on both your front and back end of your trade is crucial and really adds a lot of confidence. And you can easily, you know, cancel that and just let it ride for a little bit. But what we see here on like around 10 o'clock Eastern on the charts is we got E1 is really low, but it's still below blue, and red is on E2 and E3, red's below blue, pushing down. And the thing to pay attention to here, guys, is the tick is outside of that Bollinger Band the entire time. It has not broken inside of that whole ride. So we know that, you know, it should give us a like 3, 4, 5 cents sometime most of the time. So we honestly just take the shot, enter the trade, and see where it goes, and got our brackets all set. And if it keeps moving pretty quickly, then we just cancel the bracket order and just let it ride for a little bit. And so that's what we did twice today. And but the big thing though, Vance and everyone, is to pay attention to the tick in relationship to where it's at in the Bollinger, and then also has it gotten close to the M1 line, because once it does that, it's usually signaling a reversal like it is right now. And and so that's the confidence we got now. Is it a sure thing? No, nothing's a sure thing. But you know, we got a lot of good agreement and indicators telling us that, you know, we should have a profitable trade here. But where you just need to be willing enough to pull the trigger, and to help that willingness is the bracket order will also give you some pretty good confidence, because you're protected on both ends. So that's what we're looking at there, and why we did that twice today, actually. So 2 big moves, and had some good results there. So I hope that answered that. Yeah, Michael says, awesome, thank you guys. Q put 108 to $1.19, 11 cents. Nice.
That's fantastic, Michael. Really clear.
Lannon, I just answered your question there. Hope that he asked what indicated the entry on Q, given E1 was so low. You want to read Peck's PMI?
Yeah, I'll grab some of these questions. Peck says PMI missed 48.1 versus 49.2 forecast. That was, I think you told us earlier, it was right at right at the time that drop happened. So I'm thinking it's probably already moving down, and then that came out and accelerated that move. based on how those minutes played out. Awesome. Tim, this might be the best Monday I've had. Yeah, Tim, you've been reporting game after game. Also, we got a loose eye on 270 strike call on Apple. Just keep that in mind. It's kind of working its way up there. Kathy picked up, Kathy picked up 27 cents total on 3 Apple puts. Wow. Are they, I'm curious, Kathy, are they from the same move or have they been throughout the day? Because there was definitely 27 cents worth of room on that one move down. But I'm curious how you played the earlier day because of the type of option movement you had. So, Tim, another 3 cents on the 3 put, got in early. Good work, Tim. You're making your record Monday harder to beat, though. Keith, Skipper Q 202 put entered at 113, out at 126 for 12%.
Nice, Keith.
That was all right.
Who was that?
Keith.
Oh, good.
That was Keith.
Our Keith?
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
Doing well. We're gonna convert them.
Yeah.
We're gonna get. Martha says, which is M1? M1 is the white line in the middle, I think is what you're talking about. The middle lines are a series of moving averages set to different periods and settings, exponential, different things going on with them. But the way those momentums interact show how the short-term and long-term momentum are changing in real time. So right now, long-term momentum, M3 is negative, obviously, because of that big drop, makes sense. Midterm, so to speak, momentum is about flat. It was negative and it's flattening out, which is M2, the green line. And M1 is a short-term, very short-term momentum, which was headed down, and now it's starting to head back up. So they kind of cross over in a wave-like pattern like we see on the E lines, but with 3 lines. That was the original cornerstone of Trade the Moment, which was kind of where we started for Micro Moment and what we developed it off of. M1, 2, and 3 were the primary indicators for that. So yeah, really, really important stuff. We still, reference them a lot today and use them. So M1 is the white one.
Good stuff.
Yeah, I'm more and more convinced of how handy it is to have a candlestick chart up on your platform. It's very useful. Again, don't put any indicators on it. Don't trade off of it. But just a visual representation of the red and the green is really useful to kind of see what the dip is like. It very clearly, helps show what phases were momentum, what phases were, a lot of consolidation. You'll see really long wicks on the candles and a lot of alternating colors. It's very clear to see. So it's a handy tool. It's up on your platform anyways, if you have the room for it, that is. And then if anything big opens up right away, you can see that right next to where you execute the trade. So it's super handy. Another question in here. Kathy, same move, 262.5 strike, just kept getting in and out right in a row. 26 seconds, 13 seconds, and 16 seconds. That's fantastic. Really good work, Kathy.
Stuff, Kathy. Joe, where are we for today, the total?
37.54.
Nice. Good stuff. I think that'll wrap it up for me today, guys. Pretty good day this morning, but I got some stuff I need to get to here. But yeah, great Monday for me, and I know for a lot of you guys, it's great stuff. it's fantastic numbers that we were all able to pull. And for those that are new on here, you know, this is what you're able to look forward to once you get the strategy, you know, down and honed. Like some of these guys that's been on here 4 or 5 months and stuff like that. Some even less time. But it's been great, and it's been great to see a lot of everyone's growth on here. And thanks for that feedback, guys. We like to get all of that on here, and we like to get that feedback from everybody. But yeah, so I think it's good for me today. Joe and Mike, you guys got anything else to add?
No, other than I don't, except remember, check your phone every now and then. If they come back, Sue Ann will give you a text that they're coming back, either together or one of them. So.
I gotcha.
Awesome.
All right, guys.
Ed says no losers for today. I'm happy. Thanks for the profits. Thank you, Ed. Good work.
Yeah, nice, Ed.
Pulling yourself up by your own bootstraps. You're really improving. So congratulations on that, and keep doing what you're doing. Keep an eye out on this call for
this could be a great week, because we haven't had a Monday this high forever. So this could be a great week.
Yeah. It'd be really good. So good stuff, guys. All right. Well, we'll talk to everyone later. Good to have everyone on. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow morning.
All right. Thanks, guys.
See you guys.
Happy holidays.
Yep.